To anybody that was even remotely responsible for this murder, first of all, forget you. Second of all, congratulations. You just made it all too easy for us to sort the ignorant from the cruel. So I hope you're happy now, because now people are gonna expect blood or justice. God forbid anybody actually dies from this. And now there is nowhere you can run. There's no way you can hope to succeed. There's no way you can hope to win. And of course, just like the mythological creature of the Hydra from Greek mythology that we all learned about as kids, and in some cases the Marvel Cinematic Universe, guess what? Cut off one head to grow back. Or in this case, thousands upon thousands. You see, while that shooter was trying to solve what should have been, in their opinion, a simple problem of silencing the problem, you just proved that there is an agenda in silencing the freedom of speech, which is the First Amendment right that was given to us at the birth of this country. And while everybody can laugh and joke about it all they want, guess what? So are we. We are laughing at you for finding this to be so hilarious, because you're just making it all too easy for us to figure out who the biggest problem is. And that's like the biggest form of justice ever. So while you think it's funny, while you may be laughing on your phone and social media and whatnot, enjoy it while you can, because this is not over. And it's not as if this is the first time somebody has been executed. I mean, it's not as if we had JFK, Martin Luther King, Abraham Lincoln, and God knows who else. They were all killed for doing what was right. Abraham Lincoln was killed because he ended the Civil War and freed the slaves. Okay, in walks John Wilkes Booth. Martin Luther King was killed because he believed in an America where two opposing sides, or as some would call, two opposing colors, but that's not the actual story that they want people to think. No, they would have us believe that it was the two colors opposing each other, but it was actually two dividing beliefs. That segregation is bad, or the foolish narrative that segregation was good. That belittling your fellow man was a good idea. Whoever thought about that, I hope you're happy now. Because now people are waking up to what a foolish, dick-headed idea that was. It's almost comical how easy this is becoming for us. But sure, make fun of the white girl that is just ranting and raving on her phone in the middle of wherever I am. Not gonna tell you that. And simply make fun of her simply because she is exercising her freedom of speech. But guess what? If you had left Charlie Kirk alone, you might have actually been able to fall from grace, so to speak. But now everybody's waking up to realizing, oh crap, there's something wrong with this. And it seems that this has only just begun. So I hope you're happy now. You're creating an even bigger problem than what it was to start with. It could have been, I'm guessing, a simple problem of just silencing one man, but by doing so, you created thousands of voices that won't be silent. You left behind a man that had something valid to say, that was actually inviting people to have conversations, and now nobody is going to stop having those conversations simply because you thought killing one guy was a brilliant idea. So I commend you for that. Congratulations, well done. And not only are people leaving your side because they're finally realizing that this is really messed up, but they are coming to their senses that there are some things that are way bigger than whether or not you side with one man or another. Yeah, there's such a thing as morals that need to be respected regardless of what your belief is, because apparently nobody believes in that anymore. And it's so funny to me that every time somebody thinks that they can just shut somebody up, more voices start coming out of the woodwork. And yet this keeps happening. But yeah, sure, get on TikTok and mock this whole thing while you still can, because it can only get you so far. So to those people that had anything to do with this or are reveling in their supposed victory of a man losing his life, guess what? You got two options. Either repent and give your life to Christ, because God forbid you have to face the hell that is destined ahead of you. I don't want anybody to face that, regardless of how I feel about this situation. And yeah, I'm very, very angry about it. Or you can keep running and hope for the best. But guess what? There's a lot more of us than there were like 3 days ago. And hiding is only going to get you so far. And I'm willing to bet that the shooter is going to get ratted out, because God forbid anybody actually expose themselves by defending somebody like that. There's no way that they're going to get off with a slap on the wrist. And if they do, it's because they got plan within plan within plan of hiding who's actually behind this. So either we will figure out who hired this person, or we won't. It'll just keep going and going and going. But guess what? People don't forget that sort of thing. But yeah, take it from a white woman who apparently doesn't know anything. I'm just a nobody who's exercising her freedom of speech. I fully admit that. But am I wrong? So yeah, laugh it up while you still can, because the joke's on you. People like Charlie Kirk don't give up without a fight. His friends, family, and relatives are all going to want answers. Shoot, even the President of the United States is demanding answers. He was a friend of his. That was another big mistake that you made, choosing somebody that was connected to a lot of powerful people. This is just the first domino of an undeclared war that is starting to escalate. It was cute whenever we were just angrily debating, until I started realizing, oh shoot, both sides are in the wrong for yelling at each other, and now we're back to square one. Leave it to fools to resort to violence to solve a problem that could have easily been settled in other matters, such as talking to one another. And that's what Charlie was trying to do. Talk. Exercise his freedom of speech. But instead, you got somebody hired to shoot a man who was unarmed in a public space, exercising his basic freedoms in this wonderful country of ours. And now it is starting to spin out of control. So yeah, don't mind me. Just keep scrolling. Just keep looking at different videos if all you care about is yourself and getting rid of anybody who dares to oppose with you, because that's not fascist at all. What's funny to me is that while neither side is perfect, by killing this person, you just exposed yourself to a whole lot of other problems. This is a war you can't possibly hope to win, because there's a lot more of us now than there were, like I said earlier. And now people are gonna hopefully start uniting on something that actually matters. Not to discredit all the other problems. I mean, yeah, it is important to get to the facts. It is important to establish what a woman is. But there are bigger fish to fry now. And there's something that's actually going to unify us for once in a very long time. And yeah, good luck. And another thing, I'm really hoping that whoever had anything to do with this doesn't get killed for this. I know, I sound crazy by doing this, but think about it. By demanding blood, by wanting the person that did this dead, granted, they may be at that point where there's no turning back, but one could argue that that doesn't make us much better by craving blood. That's my bit. But also, yeah, you shot a guy that was just doing what God put him on this earth to do. Congratulations. Now you have a martyr. Yeah, you're not going to be able to sweep him under the rug that easily. You might have thought so, but it's not going to be that easy of a thing to untangle. Because now you've got everyone and their mother upset in one form or another. Congratulations. Go team. Go left. Go fascism. Which is hilarious to me that the left would dare accuse the right of doing that. I may not be the smartest tool in the shed, but I don't remember there ever being an incident where the right did something like that. Now granted, what do I know? I'm just a dumb person that's just talking and rambling on her phone, but you gotta admit, it still looks very suspicious.